What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV. I'm here to give you the latest gaming news, just a couple of little things that I found very interesting this week, and I want to make sure I end up talking to you all about it. Now, first of all, I would like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button here so that you can make sure you see when all of our gaming news is happening. And, we're here, we drop some information every couple of times a week. So, there are three topics I want to talk about. The first one I kind of want to talk about is a game. Well, actually, I think two of them are technically gaming tests that are coming out. I kind of wanted to talk about them because I found them kind of interesting, and kind of the way things have been going in the gaming industry. I find it very interesting that they're still doing a decent amount of game testing like this to the public before we end up going into the regular time frame. So there is a battle royal that is going on right now. I should say November 14th, which should be in a couple of days. I think it's Tuesday of next week. It's a game called Perfect New Worlds. Now, it is not anything to do with New World. This game is a battle royal where you end up playing a special type of class, and you end up, fighting other people to kind of, win the room, so to speak. Now, this kind of season they're adding, or I should say this test, they're adding a new class called the Dragon Spear to it, and they're ending up all having more areas and zones added to it, more biodomes, if you will, to have more combat while it's happening. The reason why I kind of wanted to talk about it was because this class is a very, very, I should say, this test is a very hard test for you to get into, to incorporate, to go with. So it's kind of annoying to get into this type of beta, but once you get into it, it kind of just flows and it goes and it works out really, really well. So I thought that this was a really, really interesting thing to kind of bring up because when I should say world tests like this come out, they're kind of really stress testing the zones themselves and everything else that comes with it. So it's very, very interesting. And like I said, Perfect New World, the test is coming out and it's coming out, what is it called, November 14th. They're not stating how long it's going to be, but it should be coming up very, very soon. So yeah, I think it's going to be really, really interesting. So the other thing I wanted to talk about. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was it's going to be a game that we've kind of talked about before. It's called The Division, but this is going to be The Division Resurgence. It is a beta. It is coming out in the US on November 16th. This is the Ubisoft game, which is supposed to expand the information and diverse time frames of The Division, the original Division. But instead of it being a console game or being on a PC, it's actually a mobile game. So that's where I kind of get nervous, and I'm actually going to try to play this. And the reason why I'm saying I'm actually going to give this a try and I'm going to play it is because I'm a huge fan of The Division. I love to see how they end up doing. I love to see how they act. So to see where they're going to do with a mobile game is really going to make it super, super interesting. And I think that that's something that we're kind of have to look into. So they're supposed to have a PvP zone, which is supposed to be its version of the Dark Zone, and this is a free-to-play game. So I'm kind of interested to see, and we're gonna definitely get more information, and we'll get more about it closer we get to it. So I think that was pretty cool. Now, the last thing I kind of want to talk about, I'm sorry, I'm super exhausted. Tristan has not been sleeping again. I guess this is a rotation for him. But anyway, the last topic I really want to talk about is this game called The Day Before. Now, The Day Before is supposed to be another type of survival type game, which is going to be going over, over a certain amount of time where, you have to kind of go around, scrounge up, whatever you need to kind of go through, surviving weapons, guns, things like that, baseball bats, but it's mostly filled with other players and not just NPCs. So you're going to end up having to go into a building, and you might end up walking into somebody that you think is a NPC, but it might be a player. So it's supposed to be a really, really interesting thing. They had a trademark dispute, and they had to end up pushing back the delay date of when it actually was starting. It was supposed to start, I think it was the first week in December, but they ended up having to push it back to the second week. So it was supposed to be released in early access December 7th. Uh, but well, I think I misread this. So it was supposed to be released November 10th, but it is being released December 7th instead. That's what I can't read. My notes right here. So it's going to be really interesting to see where that is going to be coming from and where that's going to be going. And I think that once they get more information based on where that is and what's going on with the beta and I should say early access and things like that, they'll make the game grow. And hopefully it turns into this, very full game that we really, really enjoy. So we'll see how that is. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see all these things kind of, grow and fulfill. Now, as always, just want to say thank you so much for sitting here listening to me ramble about a couple of really interesting articles that I end up finding throughout the week. Once again, my name is Lord PeteyTV. I am on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. If you're looking to get some really cool gamer glasses, cameras, green screens, things like that, make sure you sub to R. They are a fantastic company, and they do really, really amazing things with their tech. So I really, really think that, they're game changers for you. As for everything else, make sure you end up checking us out. Hit subscribe here. Hit follow on the on our Discord. Hit follow on our Twitch channel, and we'll see you all soon. All right, love you. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Bye, everybody.